Hey, welcome back. This is part 2 of the Glute Training Barrier series. All right, so in this video, I'm going to share with you the second barrier that you have to avoid if you want a rounder, stronger butt. Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Coach Brian here, strength coach and creator and author of Unlock Your Glutes with Criticalbench.com. Hey, so if you saw part 1, we talked about squats and deadlifts being the #1 barrier, or the first barrier that comes to getting a stronger rear end, okay? You have to avoid squats and deadlifts and move towards the hip thrust and glute specific exercises. However, the second barrier is kind of against exercise in total, but look what I'm doing. This is the second barrier. Can you tell what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting on my butt making lazy glutes. And that's what I'm talking about. Your glutes are asleep. When you're sitting down, you create tired, worn out, bored, whatever you want to call it, lazy, flat butt. The idea is they're sleeping. They're dormant, they're inhibited, they're not being utilized. So that's the second barrier, sleeping glutes. You gotta wake up, you gotta stand up, and you gotta go from a seated position to a standing position. But it doesn't end there, because when you go from seated to standing, that just doesn't just wake up the glutes. You actually have to wake up those glutes. You gotta fire those glutes. So you have to wake up the sleeping giant within, and that's what we kind of refer to as sleeping glutes, or the dormant giant, because again, your glutes are have so much power stored up inside of them that you need to wake them up properly. So I'm not gonna show you all of the ways you can wake up the glutes in this video, because we have so many other videos on our channel here, on our YouTube channel, that we'll just talk about just that. But what you need to do is some kind of muscle wakening exercise, or a restorative lengthening exercise, activation exercise, whatever you wanna call it. It could be many different things. It could be something enough as like a single leg squat, okay? My glutes firing right there, it's waking up, isometric hold. You can do some foam rolling. You can do some self-massage. There's many different ways of going about waking up a specific muscle group like the glutes, all right? It doesn't just pertain to the glutes, but usually the glutes are more asleep than other muscles just because we sit on them. The more we sit, the more asleep our glutes get, if that makes any type of sense. So don't just run to the gym after you have a long day at work at your desk and just do a couple light stretches and expect your glutes to have awesome, performance gains or anything about them. So wake up your glutes, avoid the squats and deadlifts, and then tune in for part 3 of the third barrier that you have to avoid in order to get a rounder, stronger butt.